Hey guys, Alison here. This episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour is brought to you by Third Love. Bra shopping is a drag, but what if you could skip all the hassle and find a perfect fitting bra in minutes? Check out Third Love. Their Fit Finder quiz recommends the bra that's right for your size and shape. Now you can try one of their bras free for 30 days. You just pay $2.99 for shipping. Go to thirdlove.com/happy hour to find your perfect fitting bra and try it for 30 days for free. thirdlove.com/happy hour. You're welcome, ladies.
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Alison and Alex, and it's your paper edition. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip. You're just screwing up everything left and right. Your paper. We've delivered a newspaper. Guess what? For about the next 30-ish minutes, or maybe 30-ish pages, if we're a newspaper.
Page a minute. Good readers.
We are going to drink some booze and spit some news.
We are going to be drinking the booze and spitting the news with our lovely and talented flight engineer extraordinaire, Tom Super Volcano Krajewski. How you doing, Tom?
Good.
So it's still October.
End story. It's still October. Yes.
I feel like we should say this every week until we get back.
Disclaimer, we understand you guys are listening to this episode in the middle of November, but for us, it is still October. What is the future like? Tell us.
How many aliens have arrived?
Yeah.
Guys.
What?
Just totally reminded me of this story. Okay, first off.
You say first off a
First
lot.
off. Well, secondly.
Okay, great.
Let's start there.
Okay.
So I happened to be flipping through a television this morning.
You flipped through a television?
I was flipping through a television.
You mean the channels on a television?
Maybe. It's a little bit like reading the audio podcast. Anyway.
Yeah, got it.
And I stumbled upon one of my favorite shows to just be like bonkers people, Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
History Channel. Fucking love that guy. I love it.
You're far too excited, Tom.
But seriously, guys, they started talking about this thing that made my mind blow.
Oh, please tell.
What?
It is called the Manna Machine.
Manna?
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard about this thing?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So I guess
manna, like manna from God or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So they did this. I want to say it's the Bible. I can't remember what script it is. Maybe it's the Old Testament or something like that. But anyway, in one of these religious texts,
Okay.
there is a passage where they are describing this God
Okay.
person.
Yep.
But the
mean
way
God?
they're describing it
Yeah.
is very specific. So it says that it has many that this thing has many brains.
Ugh.
That the brains are of many sizes and they're connected by these boxes.
It's the internet?
Well, you ready for this shit?
What? Yeah.
There were these two guys that were like, this feels like a really weird way to explain God. And then they said, well, what if they were describing a machine?
Right.
That they had no idea what it was because they were like, we're just describing. So these two scientists, they basically said, let's read this text, this religious text,
Yeah.
and based on how they're describing the physical representation of this God,
Okay.
let's draw it.
Okay.
And
You
so
get
they
one of
drew
those
it.
like forensic sketchers or whatever they
Sort
have?
of. Yeah, but here's the deal.
Okay.
It was a machine.
Yeah.
But it's a machine that that does something.
It creates manna?
No, so it
What?
brings in air through this vent, which was,
Okay.
so like in the text they said it was the mouth of God that was bringing in the breath of life.
Oh, okay.
But they
Just
basically
be more direct with what's going on.
I know they were like, guys, it's a machine, and there's a nuclear thing.
Manna comes out.
No, literally, what it is it is a machine
Okay.
that takes the air out of the air and makes a food substance.
What?
That is, it makes this highly caloric food algae.
Okay.
But they built it, and it actually does this.
Oh.
And so they believe that it was what the Israelites, what allowed them to live in the desert for 40 years.
Yeah.
Because it created, and they call it the manna machine because they kept saying that their sustenance was manna from heaven.
Right.
That God was literally giving them food.
Right.
They were eating.
But they think instead they actually built this thing and they were calling it God.
Somebody gave them this machine.
Like the ancient aliens.
Like the
George
ancient
Tsoukalos
aliens aliens.
say.
Like the ancient aliens.
But here's the crazy thing. NASA
Yeah.
is actually using the
What?
same exact technology
What?
to feed astronauts.
On Mars?
Just in general.
Oh,
They will
okay.
when we get to Mars.
Yeah, when they get to Mars. But the crazy fucking thing is...
What do you mean? Like, you mean in the shuttles they have this machine?
A vending
No,
machine
it's
from
a type of... So they basically used this process to create this high-protein, high-calorie algae
Okay.
that you can consume, and humans can live on this without anything else to eat. It's like the Soylent. Yeah, there you go. But here's the crazy fucking part.
What?
They designed the machine, and then they started running it, and they were like, this thing will run 24 hours a day. You don't have to do anything.
Right.
You have to clean it
Okay.
every week.
Okay.
And they think that's where we came up with the concept of a Sabbath, of not eating for a day.
Oh.
Because they
my
physically
gosh.
could not, because they couldn't generate food from it one day
Well,
a week.
couldn't they have made the food the day before they got to clean it?
I think they were like making it and eating it as it was happening. Like I think it was
Guys,
a process.
But I'm
This is
saying,
weirding
How
me
crazy!
out.
The
Wait,
Mana
It's
Machine.
weirding me out.
Isn't this also the same one where they said they thought the Mana Machine could also have been the Ark of the Covenant? Is that a totally different
No,
thing?
it is the same one. What the thing that is missing, the piece that is missing with
Okay.
the Mana Machine is you need an energy source.
Oh.
And
Okay.
they believed that the
Oh,
energy
that's
source
right, a
could be
nuclear-
a small
right?
nuclear reactor.
Yeah. So that
And
was
then
smart.
they said,
What?
we believe that was what was housed in the Ark of the Covenant.
to keep the
A
radiation from
nuclear
escaping.
reactor.
But think about it, because
you know,
only the people
the Tesla
who had the
nuclear
faith,
reactor.
who had the faith of God could see it, right? If you looked in it and if you were exposed to the thing, you would lose your fingernails, you would lose your hair, and then you would die,
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
which is literally radiation poisoning.
yeah.
So there's now a thought
So now
of there could be like the Ark of the Covenant could have housed radioactive material, and they would open it to use this Mana Machine
Yeah.
as the power, but you would never want to get near the Ark of the Covenant. You wouldn't want to look into the Ark of the
Right,
Covenant because
right.
you would then die of radiation poisoning.
Oh my
Wouldn't
gosh.
that radiation
Crazy!
still, whatever that was, wouldn't it still be active today? Because radiation has like a half-life of
Yeah,
however
like
long? So
80,000
Well, but there was a
billion
lot of
years.
radioactive-
Still exists, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That particular
Yeah, so
piece of
shouldn't that be how they find the Ark of the
Yeah.
Covenant?
Ooh.
Dude, I'm telling you, this
Yeah.
is another
Well,
great
good
movie
call.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
To use radio.
Indiana Jones!
Indiana Jones got it all wrong.
Where are you?
It's
Guy lied to us.
Yeah,
Hollywood
it powers a machine that makes food
Yeah.
for the desert people.
Wait,
Hollywood's
I think Blade Runner 2049's been out long enough so we can talk about
I
like
haven't seen
potential.
it.
Oh, motherfucker!
What? No one would go with me.
I'll go. I want to see it
I
again.
don't want to go with you guys. I'm kidding. No,
Let me just say,
I'm kidding. Nope. Just
I was
what?
at the end of the movie. I was a little disappointed that this one theory that's been going out about why Harrison Ford is redoing all of his roles is not true.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but he said that.
Oh, okay. Now
did
you're
he?
kind of just
Yeah.
basically
Oh.
telling me what. Okay, gotcha.
He said that about that movie specifically.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I'm not spoiling anything then.
Yeah,
Kind of just did for me.
that's all right. You know, because
Sorry.
also he shouldn't be. If that was also true, he wouldn't be any older. Like, there's a lot of. Come on.
He wouldn't be any older.
Maybe I don't know what. Maybe you're being too coy, and I'm being too coy because of Tom.
Wait, are you saying that?
Afterwards, we'll talk.
Should I
That
just wear
he's-
earmuffs and let you guys talk for a little
Yeah.
bit about this?
Yeah, take your headphones off, Tom.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story
are you
short,
serious?
Ark of the
we're
Covenant.
talking about two different theories.
I think so.
Okay, okay.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I was. Yeah.
Ark of the Covenant
Yeah.
is a nuclear reactor,
Oh my gosh.
and the manna from heaven is actual
And so
foodstuffs.
the theory
made
is that
by
an
an
alien race, an alien being brought down this stuff for us, and
You know, here's the problem with all of the ancient alien stuff.
was it Elon
It
Musk?
starts to get.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm
honestly,
saying.
you know,
Yeah.
it's not. But also,
Tesla.
Nikola Tesla could very well have been an alien
Oh my
that was
gosh.
sent, just like Musk. He
Yeah.
could have been sent because of the fact that when they were just given the technology, they kind of just deified it, and they were like, you're missing the point, guys.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, I get it now. We just need to send a human-looking person
Bro,
to just be like super smart,
Yeah, I've
and then
built
they'll
this.
take it.
Yeah.
If Tesla was an alien, he wouldn't have died alone in a hotel room in New York.
Did he die alone, or did he just lose his shed his skin and go home?
I stand corrected.
Conspiracy. But this is the thing with ancient aliens. It goes from like, oh, yeah, and then they just make this giant leap.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like, this could be this mana machine. We built it. And I'm like, fuck.
I actually-
yeah, and then it makes it think, okay, Ark of the Covenant is radioactivity. Yeah, that does make sense. It's because aliens came and landed and shook hands and gave us these things. I'm like,
Ah, yeah.
you lost me on the last jump.
I just read. I just read The Lovely Bones. I don't know if you guys read that
I
book.
saw the movie, but
you
I
saw the
haven't seen
movie. So I've never seen the movie, but I read the book. And the book, I don't care if I'm spoiling it. The movie's been out for ages. Also, it's not a movie that like we really watch all the time. But basically, a young girl, she's like 13 or 14, she gets murdered, and
Susie
then
Salmon or whatever.
yes, and then the entire story is told from her watching her family from heaven and like telling out the story about what happens to her family and what they go through and all that kind of stuff. And and this concept of heaven in the book is a really like, oh yeah, I kind of like how this works. I kind of like,
Let's go there now.
the logistics
Yeah.
behind this heaven and how they've described it and whatever. And like the whole book goes through, and I'm like, yeah. And then there's this one moment right near the end where she falls down from heaven and embodies another girl's body so she can have sex with a dude she's had a crush on this whole time. And it was the same feeling. I was
You're
like,
like,
I was like, everything makes sense. I can get behind this. Like, I accept the rules you've made for this world. And then it just takes this drastic leap.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you, motherfucker.
You're like, you
I'm
lost me.
behind this.
You
and then you
lost
do
me.
something like this. It's like this, yeah. And then aliens.
And then aliens. You're like, oh, come on.
Why?
Why make it to jump?
Yeah.
We've talked about like religious beliefs on the show and like our afterlife theories and all that stuff.
We have afterlife theories?
Oh, maybe not. Anyway, so Heather and I have this whole big dialogue every once in a while
Yeah.
because she's very sort of, I don't know what anyway, I can't really think of the term because it's either agnostic or atheist, but like,
I think agnostic, atheist is no belief, believing there is no God.
right,
Agnostic, I think, is not caring.
is not that. I would
Yeah.
say she's agnostic. She's like, there's something cool, maybe spiritual about the universe. I don't understand it. Never gonna. I wouldn't say definitively there is no God, only science, fuck off. Right?
Right.
I think her stance is sort of like, anyway, long story short,
Yeah.
I was in the mindset of like, and I feel like I've said this on the podcast before, but my whole philosophy on the system is we will never know, pro or con, if there is or isn't a God. It is
Yeah.
impossible for us to comprehend, like, Plato's The Cave, whatever. So it really then just becomes a choice of how do you want to live. I think it's more fun to live not feeling like when I die, that's the end of it.
Right.
I don't know what that other side's going to be.
Right.
But just I feel happier going, maybe it'll be awesome.
Right,
Maybe
right,
it'll be
right.
awesome. So I'm just going to go with that because that makes me happier, right? But then Heather had a really interesting idea. I was like, oh, interesting. She said, what if heaven is exactly what everyone believes it to be?
Yeah. That was
heaven is what you think heaven is
should
going to be.
Yeah.
Is what you will get.
Right.
out of heaven.
That's kind of the concept of the Lovely Bones. It's like everyone
Interesting.
actually has their own individual heaven. And you cross paths with people in heaven who you want to see.
Yeah.
Like your heavens are allowed to like kind of cross at those moments.
But in my
whatever.
mind, I'm thinking, even if you're an atheist and you're like, there is no God, they're like, okay, then your heaven is, that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
Because that's what you believe heaven to be.
Right.
I gotta start believing in something then, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I think in my
Yeah.
heaven I'm a Ghostbuster, like all the time.
There you go.
Yes.
That's a fucking fun heaven.
Yes.
In my heaven, I get to visit other people's heavens because they sound awesome.
Yeah, right?
That's what I
Come
want.
and butt some ghosts with me.
Yeah.
You could use an extra dude.
Yeah, I'll come in and be like, anybody just someone say they needed a guy to throw a trap?
Yeah.
What's up, Tom? Tom, how you been? It's been so long.
It's been so long.
Alex, shut up and don't cross the streams.
Yeah. Sorry, Tom.
Do you also
back
get
to
to
work.
be?
I'm going to
Work for
Allison's
me now,
pancake heaven.
Yeah. Do you also get to be
Brunch
like
every day.
physically the age that you liked your body the most at?
If you want.
What
If
would
you
that
want.
be? What age would you guys want to choose? Because like I think I look my best now, and I'm 40.
Interesting.
Oh.
But you guys, and I know you guys like interesting, Tom. You're not that attractive.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, most people would probably be like, fucking no, I was great when I was 22, just out of college.
Baby face.
No, I get that. I don't know. I mean, I feel good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be like,
I kind of get like
I mean, maybe when I was playing rugby, I guess I was like
Yeah.
pretty ripped up.
I might be like now, but maybe like if, just like 4 pounds thinner.
Just for mainly just the burrito I ate last night.
Yeah, basically.
I kind of just wish I hadn't had
You know
that
what it
burrito.
is? My heaven would be like I get to stay and look like this for the rest of eternity, but I get to eat and drink whatever I want,
Yeah.
and not have to think about
Again,
what I'm eating and drinking
Visiting
ever again.
Allison's pancake heaven
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, speaking of looks,
Yeah.
Let's look
That's
at this email.
sometimes
Is that what you're-
Chinese people are interesting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you ready for this? This
I don't know.
is bonkers.
We're not like delving into something racist, are
Yeah,
we?
I almost went there. I was a little.
No.
Yeah. No.
Sexist, but not racist.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant offers bra size discounts.
Bra size.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
So a Chinese restaurant has come under fire for offering discounts to women depending upon their bra size.
No.
Horrible and awesome.
The local people complained. First off, I love the name of this place, and I'm sure it's totally like a little lost in translation.
Right.
Local people complained to the council after seeing posters advertising discounts for trendy shrimp.
Trendy shrimp?
Trendy Shrimp is the name of the restaurant.
That sounds right.
Uh,
Trendy shrimp.
the main city in the coastal Zhejiang province. The company's advert shows a lineup of cartoon women in their underwear.
Oh my gosh.
With the slogan, "The whole city is looking for breasts."
What?
The whole city is looking for breasts.
What?
That's not actually an untrue statement, probably.
No,
if like
probably.
any city is.
It listed discounts for women depending upon their cup size, with greater offers available to women with bigger boobs.
That's insane.
It's just like the.
It is insane.
How would anyone think that that's an okay idea?
This is what I'm saying.
Men.
Yeah.
Men are idiots.
Men are idiots.
Yeah.
First off, men are idiots.
Right.
Like just
We're
across the
generally
board.
Stupid
Yeah.
and
Generally
don't think
stupid
things through.
animal people.
Stupid animal people.
But anyway, so Trendy Shrimp, obviously, it took the sign down.
Right.
But they also said things like, if the woman is uncomfortable, she may talk to a waitress about her discount instead of a waiter.
But
Wait,
what?
how does that help the situation, though?
No, but I'm just saying that like they obviously were sort of like really trying and failing miserably. Like if it's okay, the woman can come in and be like, "Can I get a waitress?" And it's like, "Sure, ma'am." And it was like, "Huh? Look at these big
Yeah.
old things."
But- and-
$5 off, right?
Is the intent that they want to fill the restaurant with big busted women?
Oh, it's like a
I think
Hooters,
that is
Chinese
100% the
Yeah.
intent.
Wouldn't you just stuff your bra if you really wanted to make get a good
Yes,
discount?
100%. That's what I
Yeah.
would do.
Yeah, although
Yeah.
to be honest, maybe there's some sort of test. I don't know. It's not my restaurant.
Well, no, then we're getting into really Creepyville.
Is it only for women? Could I have like stuffed a bra and walked in there and
Yeah.
just said women, right?
I think it just says
Male
women.
boobs?
okay, now I'm
do
offended.
well?
Now I'm offended. Before
But
I
then
wasn't
there was
offended by
another, and this is not the first time something like this happened.
Okay.
There was another restaurant in China that offered discounts based on appearance. In January 2015, a restaurant rewarded diners it deemed good-looking.
Oh,
my
gosh.
God.
A month after an eatery gave discount food to overweight men and thin women.
Wait.
Why would you give a discount to an overweight man and
gonna-
thin women?
Maybe
The overweight man's gonna eat there anyways.
Yeah.
Why would you give him a discount? You're already making money.
Well, there is this whole weird concept of, and a lot of the like sort of indigenous people, like indigenous tribes in like Brazil and Africa,
Yeah.
still have these sort of things, which is overweight men is a symbol of wealth.
Yes,
right? So it's like
exactly,
there's a
yeah.
reason why gout, which usually comes on if you have a high protein diet, high fat diet,
Yeah.
is called the king's disease. Because it's, or the king's curse or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it was like fat kings that
Right.
were like, my foot feels weird. And you're like, oh, you have
Yeah.
the king's foot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, that was started in like ancient Greece, I think. That's why like the rich, that's why they would have those like eating parties and just eat until they puked or
yeah,
whatever.
vomitoriums.
Vomitoriums, that's it. Because
Yeah.
if you had the money to eat that much,
so crazy.
it's like you wore your wealth.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
As fat rolls.
Yeah.
I paid dearly for these rolls
Yeah.
of fat.
But still,
Now,
thin women.
come over here and bathe my
exactly.
folds.
My gosh.
God, by the way,
Gross.
there's a part of me that's like, I just want to time travel back to Roman time for like just a day. Just see how
Just
fucked
see what
up
it's
it
like.
was.
Yeah.
Probably smelled so bad.
Oh my god! Well, yeah, open sewer systems.
Yeah.
I mean, like, hello,
Yeah.
hello, shit rolls downhill, literally.
Ugh.
That's why also fancy people lived
Uphill.
uphill.
Yeah.
because they were like, my shit rolls down on you,
Yeah.
which is disgusting.
gross.
Although one of my favorite etymology things, the terms, blue bloods.
Yeah.
You know, the term blue bloods has to do with like being a rich person. Well, it actually is because
Oh, you mean not like the cops?
no, the
Yeah.
cops. That's a cop television show
Yes.
because of the blue.
Right, yeah.
No, blue bloods usually means like the aristocrats,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why that exists is because back in the day, if you know how your blood looks blue in your veins,
Yeah.
So what happened is if you weren't wealthy, you were always covered in dirt because you wouldn't wash that much. So you could only see the veins of a person that was a wealthy aristocrat, so they started calling them blue bloods because you could see the blue veins.
Interesting.
Yeah.
History lesson, Alex.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the etymology fucking terms.
Yeah, I feel like I'm learning so much on this episode.
Yeah, if you have giant boobs, you can
aliens-
eat for cheaper.
Yeah.
And also ancient
China.
aliens.
You know, there's a Chinese restaurant that's not far from here called, I mean, it's been here since I've lived in LA. And when I first moved to LA, it was called Hunan Taste.
Hunan Taste?
Hunan Taste. Over the last 2 years,
Yeah.
they've rebranded themselves, and it's now called Hunan Tasty. They
Interesting.
literally just switched the E to a Y, and now it's like, but now I like Hunan Taste
Tasty.
makes sense to me. Like it's the
Yeah, it's the taste of Hunan.
yeah. But now Hunan Tasty, now it sounds like trendy shrimp. you
Yeah.
know? Hunan Tasty.
These shrimp are so trendy.
Yeah.
So great.
Is it a good restaurant though? Because now
It's decent.
I'm still trying to find a
Listen,
good Chinese
They're-
restaurant.
Yeah,
I know.
Chinese food is so much better on the East Coast than it is on the West Coast.
It totally is.
Yeah.
I used to
Mandaret
get
Kitchen, which isn't far from here, is pretty good.
Mandaret
Kitchen.
Oh, Mandaret. I thought you
Yeah.
said Mandirect Kitchen, and I was like,
yeah.
okay,
What?
Man
Yeah,
Direct
that's made for
Kitchen.
me.
Yeah,
No, Mandaret
I was
Kitchen.
like, beef Szechuan, rice.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Man.
I'm out.
Direct.
Man, direct chicken.
Yeah.
I mean kitchen.
Kitchen.
Man, direct
man.
chicken.
Chicken?
No, so I used to get this. My favorite thing as a kid when I would go to 456 in Falls Church, Virginia, which I don't think exists anymore, obviously. I would get beef Szechuan,
Yeah.
but the way they made it was so good. Like thin slices of beef. And I mean thin as in like beef jerky thin.
Yeah.
And not that stuff. Like I feel like all the beef Szechuan that I have outside of these two places in Virginia that I used to get, like the beef is just like chewy.
Yeah.
It's like got that sort of like cornstarch sort
Ooh,
of gelatinous
yeah.
blob on it. It's not good.
Wow.
But what I used to do is I would take it and I would roll it in the mushu pork pancakes and put the plum sauce on it, and it fucking blew my mind.
That's so good.
It is one of my favorite things to eat on the planet, and I don't think I'll be able to eat it
we
ever
had
again.
Formosa Cafe in Chester, New Jersey,
Oh.
which
there was a
was
Formosa Cafe there.
Oh no, not the one here.
Yeah.
No, it's called Formosa Cafe in Chester, New Jersey, and it was the best fucking Chinese food ever.
Mm.
I hope it's still there. It was right across the street, segueing to last week's episode, from the turkey farm.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a turkey farm in Chester, New Jersey, where you could go and
Slay
hang
your own
out.
turkey.
I don't know.
No?
You
You'd slay your own
might have been able
Amazing.
to, but I mean, it was a literal turkey farm, and then there was a restaurant on the turkey farm where obviously you could go and order turkey. Yeah,
I love it. It's like going to SeaWorld and ordering,
orca.
whale.
well, just
Yeah,
any
yeah.
seafood at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Not that I've ever
SeaWorld.
eaten at SeaWorld.
Have you ever been to SeaWorld?
No. My friend used to work there, my old roommate. And,
I used to go,
told
like,
us
that was
stories.
one of the things that we would do down in San Diego.
Yeah,
because
that's
I
where
would
you
spend
went.
San
That one,
Diego.
yeah.
And I would spend my summers in San Diego. And we would always go to SeaWorld. And I mean, now that I know what I know, it's like, well, fuck those guys. But at the same time, it's like, I used to love going up and getting, like, you would get, like, whole little fish. And you would go and you would feed dolphins out of your
Yeah.
hand. And I was like, yeah, it was so
Do they
great.
do that anymore then?
I
That sounds
don't
pretty
know.
cool.
I don't know.
But
I mean,
like-
there was the Explorer Reef where you would go and you'd be able to touch starfish
I know,
and like
touching all the
manta
things were so
rays and like
cool.
super things like that. And then they had the really fun shows, like they had the like a haunted house show with like this kid who was like,
Wait, what?
yeah, it's like this
SeaWorld?
whole like SeaWorld like play that they would do that had like a seal
Like-
was part of the was one of
Like
the
the
characters.
stunt show at Universal
It is
Studios.
Totally that. But it was so funny. It would be like, what's going on? We just went into this haunted house, and there'd be like a seal with like a
Yeah.
thing in the like was like in one of the paintings, and it was like they would walk away and it would look at them, and then it would look away, and then it would look at them, and then look away,
gosh.
and it was so much fucking fun.
A real
Does-
seal
yeah.
trained to do
Oh
that?
yeah, they had like
Yeah.
a bunch of different. There was like seals. There was an otter.
Does
There was like some
Universal
birds. It was great.
Does Universal still have the Waterworld
Yeah.
stunt show?
Pretty sure
I saw
my
the
God.
Newsies rollerblade show
Wait,
back in the day.
What?
There was a-
There was a
Newsies?
Newsies rollerblade
Okay.
extravaganza.
That doesn't make any sense
It was
because
Newsies
is a Disney
singing,
Yeah, but
and they
Newsies
were on
is a
roller
Disney
skate.
production.
Well, there's still
Why
also
would it
like
be-
Shrek and stuff up at Universal before DreamWorks
Yeah.
bought Universal. They always had like they do.
They always
cross
had
stuff
all weird
the
off
time.
stuff. Yeah.
I would think Disney wouldn't allow any of that
And
stuff.
well, because they have
Probably
Batman,
lots of money.
right? They have Batman stuff. That's Paramount.
No, it's Warner
What? That's
Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
That's Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
But like Warner Brothers isn't Universal, so like Universal Studios had like
guess.
the Batman show. Like they would do all sorts of like Waterworld. Remember there's a Waterworld one? Oh,
That's
you said
literally
that.
what I was-
Yeah.
That's what started this conversation.
I was
Tom
just there,
did not
like, 2
say
weeks
that.
ago.
I said
Yeah.
that.
Anyway,
I said
Tom,
it 3
let's talk about
minutes
Newsies.
ago. Oh my
Newsies
God.
on rollerblades?
On rollerblades,
That was
yeah.
a hot thing in the early 90s.
Yeah, and they would come out and they would like, we're
Rollerblades.
trying to run the news and now we're going on strike. And then like ramps, no
Wow.
reason. And they were like dressed in old-timey clothes and they had
reason.
rollerblades.
Rollerblades.
So much fun.
Man, I love Newsies.
That lasts like a day because Newsies was not popular back
No.
then. Now there's like a big cult following for Newsies, but nobody.
I,
but I think
I'm
it
one
was-
of the few people who saw
It was a bomb.
Newsies in the movie theater.
Really?
Yeah.
When was I? 91?
Christian Bale.
Christian
Probably.
Bale?
It's
And he was
whenever.
the lead kid.
I can tell you exactly
I
what
did
it
not
was.
see
It was
it.
when Beauty and the Beast came out as well
So, yeah.
because I saw them
It's
at
gotta
a
be
double
91,
feature.
92, yeah.
Yeah.
So you were
Yeah, I
like,
saw a
what,
double feature.
2 months old?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
That is my gift to you
Yes.
on this
I
episode.
was 2.
Is that mention
Months
of your 2-month old?
Yeah.
You're like, Newsies!
Oh.
That's actually, that could have been a perfect representation
Yeah.
of what happened
Yes.
in the theater. I want to be a newspaper boy when I grow up, Mama.
No, I wanted to marry
not a thing.
newspaper boy.
I want to come home to my husband.
They were so cute. They were
Hello.
all so cute.
Hello,
And
Alison.
they sang and danced. They're not British.
Well, Christian Bale is.
Christian
Well,
Bale
yeah,
is.
but he's not in the movie.
Yeah, but all of those, like that
New
time
York.
period, New York
they
are
talk like
basically
this.
British. Yeah.
They're not. They didn't say hello, governor. They talk
Hello,
like
governor.
this.
Fuck off, governor.
Never fear. Brooklyn's here.
There you go.
that's
Yeah.
I like that. Oh,
Yeah.
you got like the
You're an
whole
actress. That's
quotes.
Guys,
great.
I could do the movie for you, the entire
This is
movie.
amazing.
we
right
By
now.
the way,
Drunkenness we're gonna make
next
you do.
Halloween,
I could be a newsie.
you should be a newsie.
On rollerblades.
On
That's my
rollerblades.
cigar.
That would be amazing.
You'll steal
Oh.
another. Hey, bummers, we got work to do.
Oh my God, this is
Sounds
amazing.
horrible.
When did you become
so
a
horrible.
mother?
I'm a man, but also a boy.
Who asked you?
What was that movie from like I think it was the 80s or 90s where the kids are playing
Bugsy Malone.
Is that it?
What?
With the kids playing gangsters?
It's either
Bugsy
Bugsy Malone or
Something like that.
it's
all kids as gangsters.
I think it's
Scott
Bugsy
Baio's in
Malone.
it, right?
Yeah,
What, that was maybe 70s shit. I don't know.
Bugsy
No
Malone.
idea.
Yeah, and they
Wow,
have the
look at
Tommy
that.
guns that shoot
Yeah.
eggs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
People get egged.
Now I
That's
wanna see
hilarious.
I believe. Look up Bugsy Malone because it's either that or
Bugsy Malone.
yeah. And it was so weird though because it was like there was like the flapper singers and the dresses and they were like, I think she's 12 and she's doing the
Too
like
sexy,
jazz
like,
sexy
hey.
singing. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this feels weird.
No.
You know it's a good bad movie, which Allison you probably like too because you like
I do like
movies
good
I
bad
like.
movies. Yeah.
Teen Witch.
Mm.
I never
Alex
saw
seems to get
it.
it.
Oh my God, Teen Witch.
It's a musical, and the music
It's
is
a
horrible.
musical?
There's music in it. Yeah.
Wow.
There's
Did you-
like a few dance.
We
numbers.
did the thing, Top That. Remember Top
Yes.
That from that? Top
did
that,
that?
Top that,
Oh,
Top
right.
that, Top that.
Whoa.
You
You
Top
have
that.
to see it, Alex.
No, we
All right,
redid,
Allison.
we redid that scene for one of our TRS intros, and Dan Trachtenberg, the director of 10 Cloverfield Lane,
Yeah.
recreates the Top That song from
Wow.
If you don't know
Teen
the
Witch.
song,
It's
Allison, you need to look
amazing.
it up.
I'll have to look it up.
And by the way,
You're
my
not.
buddy Jeff Kanata was playing the guy who's like dancing off with him. It is fucking hysterical. I'll show you before we leave.
Okay, I wanna see it.
Please.
It is fucking bonkers.
That
It's like,
sounds
what are we
amazing.
doing?
Yeah.
It's definitely. I think it's definitely Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Because the other one is Johnny
Yeah,
Dangerously.
1976. Jodie Foster and Scott Baio.
Wow.
Yeah, so like Jodie Foster, like 13-year-old Jodie Foster doing the like sultry jazz singing is like, this feels wrong.
Oh, wow.
But I
She was
remember it
dancing with
was.
Scott Baio. That's why I felt wrong.
Yeah. But that was
They're
actually.
supposed to be kids?
The whole thing is it's basically kids, but a mobster movie. And so, like, they have Tommy guns and they shoot kids,
But-
they shoot eggs at the kids.
In the movie,
but then
do
they,
they
die.
know that they're kids?
No, I
They're
think
not-
it's.
Good
I think
question.
it's
Very
basically
meta.
like just hey, here's a mobster movie,
But with children.
Our like twist on it is it's kids, and like instead of being shot with bullets, they shoot them with eggs.
Yeah.
but it's still a Tommy gun. They're still murdering the children. You know what I mean?
That's so odd.
Like, and it's not like they come back from being egged. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's not like I gotta go to Florida because I got egged. It's like they're dead.
They're dead.
They're dead.
Wow. Interesting. All right.
Dead.
Do we have an email or something? we
They're
should get
dead, Jim.
Jim.
God damn it,
Jim,
they're
I'm a doctor,
dead.
not a-
Yeah. Let's, maybe we'll do like an email, finishing up with like a nice, fun email. Oh yeah, let's do this.
yeah.
real quick. This is a quickie.
Okay.
It's from Mark. Hello, Alex and Tom.
Hi, Mark.
You guys got the box of scarves last week.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked around a bit and
Awesome.
did not find... Stop. Hi, Allison. Paren and Hammer Time. But I did not find any pics of the dude's handiwork. Is there an Instagram account, or can you guys
Did we
post
not
on Twitter?
post a picture
I don't think we
with
did. This is why the email here.
Oh,
I don't think we posted a
no.
picture
We
of the
didn't post a
scarves.
picture of the
So
scarves.
next month,
Oh, my gosh.
That's right. Yeah.
or tomorrow,
When we record
or tomorrow,
more.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bring your scarves if
Okay.
you remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try to bring your scarves.
Text us in the morning.
I will text you in the morning.
We have a good group chain going, so
Great.
just text the
I'll
group
just be
chain.
like, scarf.
Group thread, scarves.
Scarfs.
talking about?
And you're like, I don't know. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go over there and record. So bring the scarves, Mark. We will take picture,
Yes.
and then we will post it on the Half Hour Happy Hour Twitter
Yeah.
page.
I can't believe we forgot to do that.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
I can
know.
believe we forget to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We have all these like lofty aspirations, and then we never
There's
follow
nobody
through.
in charge of us telling us what to do. So
No.
we just
That's
forget
what we
these things.
need.
There's
We
no,
need
like,
somebody
We need a producer.
outside to
We
just
need
be
a
like, guys,
producer."
bring the fucking scarves.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh yeah, we should.
Yeah, so it's not
or,
just a bunch of us
or let's
sweating
take a
around.
picture and us stand there and somebody else take the picture and then post it, because otherwise it's like, we took the picture and then we forgot to post it.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it just slowly degrades.
Exactly.
All right, let me do another one. Oh, okay, so here we go. So this
right.
one says, Navi system stupidity. Greetings, HHHHH gang. My name is Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Allison.
Yay.
I love your show. I love to listen to your show while driving for work. I was listening to the Tom Splosion episode and have a Navi experience to share. My buddy had a fairly nice Chevy pickup with an in-dash DVD player and the still pretty crappy nav system.
Right.
He somehow talked Chevrolet out of a free Navi upgrade. So they sent him
He
a DVD.
talked them out of it or talked them into it?
I think he talked Chevy out of a free, basically like he convinced them to give them a free upgrade,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
Yes.
Anyway, so they sent him a DVD with no instructions whatsoever how to install it.
Oh.
We thought, well, surely, since it's a DVD and he has a DVD player already,
Yeah.
it just installs it into the DVD player, right?
Right.
Right? After lots of digging in menus, I found what I thought to be a button to start the installation. So he put the DVD in.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, this is how you install it from the DVD player.
Yeah.
I pushed it, only to have the entire radio face move down and reveal a completely separate DVD drive also sitting inside the radio.
Oh.
It then spit out an old navigation DVD
Oh.
to switch to the new one. To be clear, the only purpose for that mechanism in the car was to allow you to install a DVD navigation
Oh my
upgrade.
gosh.
That's like
Definitely stupid design and makes me really grateful for Google Maps on my phone.
Yeah.
Thanks, bye. Jason. How crazy
Yeah.
is that?
that's really cool
That
though.
is- but it's like a secret door
Yeah.
Right.
that
No one
really
told you
nobody
about.
should even
Like,
see.
yeah.
Because you're never going to get, you don't usually get the
Yeah.
DVD. They just bring it in. They're like, oh, we upgraded your navigation system. You're like, oh, thank you.
right.
But there's literally like and just think of like all the, talk about over designing something.
yeah, all the control that has to go into making that
Yeah.
entire radio thing slide
Yeah,
down.
and you're like, oh, my radio broke and I can't figure it out. Oh, it's because the mechanism to slide your face down that you don't use,
yes.
that broke. And so the whole thing's fucked. And it's
Oh my
like,
gosh.
what?
wow, that's
Yeah, but then it makes sense. You're like, yeah, it wouldn't be just like in the DVD. Because then you're like, why do I have a 5-disc DVD? First off, can we all
You don't need a
can we all just remember the glory days
I
of the
know.
multi-disc CD changers?
I still have one in my car.
I
do?
love
Yeah,
this.
well, my car's a 2010, so it was like the end, but I put them all in the same slot, and
Yep.
they just get like, you remember when you had to do it in your trunk?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
where's yours? In like the
because you would have the
It's in
cartridge,
it's in the
right?
front. It's
it's just in there.
yeah, there's just
Oh, I didn't
there's
know
a
that.
CD. I mean, it's
I
not
thought they
DVDs;
just-
it's a CD, obviously.
Yeah, but I
But I
remember
can put-
that like fancy, like you would buy the like cartridge.
Yeah.
That you would
Yes.
pull the cartridge out and slide the CDs in
Right.
and put it in your trunk. But then you would have to like sit, and if you wanted to, you could program the name of the CD
Right.
into the CD player, because otherwise you have no fucking idea where
No,
the CDs
mine
are.
literally just says disc 1, disc 2, and I just. By the way, the CDs that are in there, obviously, since they've been in there since 2010, are like. It's like that Mika album. Do you remember Mika? Oh God, he was what? Everybody's gonna love today, love today, love today. That song. He was
I was like,
amazing.
Is that like a 90s
His-
Disney song that you're
no,
singing right there?
He's like, oh God, he's like some Eastern European descent, and he sings like a motherfucker. He's like Freddie Mercury.
Interesting.
He plays the piano, and he's so fucking good. This album is one of the best albums I own, and I don't understand how he didn't become like a huge superstar.
Interesting.
He's so fucking talented. Anyway,
You should do a music show called My Disc Changer.
Yeah, MIKA. But there's like I have Bon Jovi's greatest hits in there.
There you
I
go.
have
That.
Michael Jackson's Dangerous in
Sure.
there.
Yep.
I have Michelle Branch's first album in there.
Interesting.
And it's like
Don't know her.
yeah, and it's like every once in a while when I go, you know who Michelle Branch is.
I just love that. Good. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Don't know her.
Because you're everywhere to me. And when I close my eyes, it's you I see.
Oh, Michelle
You're
Branch.
everything I know.
Ah,
That one.
don't know her.
No, anyway.
Keep
Still
going.
don't know her.
But it's like anytime I take a long road trip, every once in a blue moon, I'm gonna be like, "Oh right, my old CDs." I'll
crazy.
listen
It's so
to
fun.
those.
I
But
know,
that's
it's
the only
like-
reason I ever listen to them.
I know. Well,
Wow.
cars must still come with them, right?
No, I don't think cars have CD players anymore.
I mean, Teslas don't, obviously,
Yeah.
but that's like.
No.
I don't know if like a normal car comes with like a 10-disc
No,
CD changer.
I don't think so.
Do you guys remember?
because no one buys CDs anymore.
I know. That's
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
They still make CDs though.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. So I have a buddy that runs a ticket reselling company.
Yeah.
So basically, they buy tickets for things, and then
Yeah.
they put. Well, they've now started doing this thing where you buy a ticket, you get a CD,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I don't want the CD." They just start showing up.
Right.
So I literally go into his office. He's got like stacks of
my
people's
gosh.
albums. Like the Katy Perry album is just like boxes of them because he'll buy
Wow,
the
'cause he'll
tickets
buy
to
the
resell
tickets.
them,
Yeah.
and that's the job. And so he's like, we don't even know what we're supposed to do with these. And like, they just have box, and they have like shirts. Like people get swag all the
like
time.
now it's normally you buy a ticket, you get a digital download.
Right.
Not I mean,
Yeah.
but now they will sometimes
Dude,
send you
I
physical
bought-
seats or
I
physical
bought
tickets.
there was a deal for like one of those meal delivery programs, and it was like for $40 you get 6 meals, and I was like, you know what, I could actually use that this week of my life
Yeah.
because it's going to be crazy or whatever. But it was for $40 you get 6 meals and a digital download of the Midland CD, which is like country group.
What?
Yeah. So I was like, all right. And like, I buy this thing for the food, and then I get sent this link to have a digital download of this random country album. I was like, I mean, sure, fuck it. What else am I
Yeah.
going to do with it?
Free music.
And
I'll listen to
I
it.
know, but I was like, wow, with my food delivery service, I get free music.
Dude,
well, not free.
upselling.
I get download. Yeah.
Upselling. That's what
Yeah.
they want.
Yeah.
They're like, do you like country music? Are you hungry?
Yeah. Both of those
Hungry.
things.
You like country music too, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just a country fried chicken.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like,
And
You like
country
country
music.
music.
yeah. Oh, you like chicken? Here's some music. That's not, they don't connect.
Sure.
Thai food? Here's some weird Thai music.
Yeah.
That's not, I don't like the music. I just like the Thai
Yeah,
food.
I just want the food.
Just want the Thai food.
Coconut rice. Coconut.
I feel like we should get some food before we
yeah.
move on to
yeah,
the
I
next
guess
show.
move on. I don't know. It's 30.
Yeah, we should.
All right.
It's half hour ish. We got.
We had some
We're gonna
good
go.
laughs.
We're literally picking up stakes and going to the Los Angeles Comic Con
Oh, I
right
thought you
now.
were picking up like the food steaks. I was
Oh
like,
no!
Why are we picking up
No,
steaks?
I mean like
yeah.
the tent stakes.
I know, yes. Now we're going to go do our live show. At
We're doing a
New York
company
Comic Con, which
move.
you guys listened to 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
It's all sorts of timey-wimey. right now.
Timey-wimey.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening. You can send us emails at halfhourhappyhour@gmail.com.
Oh, that was close.
Forgot that
Oof.
part. We won't be able to get to them till December, but please email us because we're going to need a lot of emails for Drunksmith. It's coming up,
Yep.
people.
Boy,
Woo!
God.
Ho, ho,
Follow us on
ho,
Twitter
hey.
at halfhourhappyhr. Please subscribe and rate us on whatever you listen to us on, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. I say this every week, and I don't know why I never remember. My
The
brain
other
just
ones.
sort of stops
That's
at
all
some
right.
point. And that is it for this week's episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Alison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Sitting in with us this week, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Super Volcano Krajewski.
Hey.
Bye.
Have a good one. See you guys.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.